How we doing today, guys? I thought I'd do something a little bit different today, and we'll kind of see how this one turns out. But it's early February, and I've been doing quite a bit of wood cutting this winter. I usually go out for an hour or two every day and just whittle away at the pile of wood I have. So all my saws are pretty well maintained. I usually, sharpen them up when I'm done for the day, and I clean them off as well. So my saws are looking about as good as they've ever looked. So I figure as long as everything's looking so nice and squeaky clean, maybe we'll go ahead and just do a video and kind of talk a little bit about all the saws I have. So before we go any farther, let me just kind of show you what I got here. This is my my Stihl 020 AV. This is a Stihl 036. This saw here is a Stihl 046. And then the last saw I have is a Stihl 066. The interesting part about all my chainsaws, to me, is that they're all at least 3 generations old, right? Right now you've got the Stihl 661. So you would have had the 660 before that, so 066 is 3 generations. I believe we're still in the 461, but you would have had the 460 for the 046. I haven't really paid attention to the 036. It's run so good, I haven't looked at one. But I think they're calling it a 361 or 362 now. And the 020, I'm pretty sure the 020 is it's plastic now. This is a magnesium housing, but this is the oldest saw I've got. And just looking at the workbench as well here, I think the new 661, you would be looking at around 1200 and change with a guide bar. I think the 461 or 462, you would be looking at, I don't know, 1050, 1100 with a guide bar. 036, I haven't looked at in a while, but I'm going to just guess around 800, give or take, with a guide bar. And the 020 is probably a little over 6 with a guide bar on it, depending what you get, what options you get. So on this workbench, if we were going to go out and buy new saws, let's say that's a little over 2. A little over 2, so what's that, maybe $3,500 worth of chainsaws there? They certainly add up quick, but I am by no means a heavy-duty user of chainsaws. I mean, my 036 is probably the one I've used the most, and you see how nice it looks. And I have stored this one in I got the case when I bought this saw, and I think this is a testament to why you should get the case if you travel with your saw a lot, to keep all the dings and scratches off of it. And I think I have the case for the 020 as well. But, I'm a Stihl guy, and the reason I'm a Stihl guy is, I don't know, did Husqvarna exist in the late 80s, when I started learning about chainsaws? I don't know if Husqvarna was an option, but Stihl was the name that was out there. And I still remember I somehow got a poster from my local Stihl dealer back in the day, and it was a bunch of guys, there was a whole bunch of guys, like on a California redwood. There must have been 5 or 6 guys, and they were all holding Stihl chainsaws. And it seemed glamorous to be the guy hanging in the tree, and now that I'm older, there's like no way I'd want to be hanging out of a tree with a chainsaw. But Stihl was the brand to get back in the day, or I thought it was, in the Northeast where I am. So I am a diehard Stihl guy. Not to say that there's anything wrong with the Husqvarna or John Sared saws. I did get a chance to use a Husqvarna 550 for 1 tank of gas, and I got to say that little saw was amazing. The power to weight ratio was amazing, and it would probably keep up with my 036. But let me clear off the workbench, and we'll just kind of go through one saw at a time and show you what they look like, and maybe we'll talk about them a little bit more.